You remember when Leon Kennedy was just a scared rookie trying to survive Raccoon City? Now he's so invincible that Capcom won't even let him be scared anymore. And that's not just weird, that might be the reason he's been sidelined from the next game. Because if your horror protagonist can't feel fear, then why should we? Welcome back to the world of survival horror. Capcom have made this shocking admission. They thought about making Leon the lead in Resident Evil 9, but didn't. And why? Because of this.
バイオハザードで一番重要なのは恐怖体験だと思うんですけれども、今作においてはその恐怖体験っていうところにしっかりとフィーチャーした内容に仕上がっているんじゃないかなと思ってます。
今回の主人公は FBI 捜査官グレース・アッシュクロフト。内向的で怖がり、バイオハザードとしては割と新しいタイプのキャラクターを作ろうとしています。プレイヤーと同じ目線で一緒になって怖がれる、こういうキャラクターを狙っています。物語の中でもちろん彼女も恐怖を克服し成長していくんですけども、 FBI 捜査官なので銃の扱いも慣れてますし、冷静な推理力とかも発揮しつつ活躍するキャラクターになってます。レオンを主人公にしようっていうのは実はずっとあったんですけども、どうしてもレオンを使ったバッチバチのホラーっていうのが割と難しくて、落ちてきたバケツにびっくりするとか、そういうレオンってそんなみんな見たくないやろっていうところで、じゃあホラーと食い合わせ悪いよなっていうのがやっぱりありましたけど。
Okay, maybe the issue isn't fear. Maybe the issue is that you turn Leon into a damn superhero. Because over time, Capcom stopped writing Leon for horror and started writing him for the trailers. He's not reacting to the terror anymore. He's selling the fantasy. Cool under pressure, smooth under fire, and completely detached from the fear that made his character so compelling in the first place. Resident Evil Requiem looks like it's going back to proper horror. I enjoyed 7 because it brought the series back to that feeling of isolation, of horror, and with the director returning from that game, I should expect we'll see more of the same. New lead Grace Ashcroft is terrified. She panics, she runs, she's human. That's what makes it work. You feel scared because she does. Capcom's greatest horror hits when the protagonist is barely keeping it together. Silent Hill gave us everyday people breaking under pressure. The Last of Us, Joel is tough, yeah, but he's not invincible. He bleeds, he breaks. And so why not Leon? He's iconic, right? Well, he's also now like a walking Terminator stroke Marvel crossover. He's now deflecting chainsaws with knives and cracking one-liners.
Sorry, you're not my type.
Resident Evil 2 is my favourite game of the series, and I've often said how I admire Capcom for taking that risk by not having a returning character from the first game. Instead, they opted to expand the world and make references to it, yet introduce 2 brand new characters who hadn't faced a night in a zombie-infested mansion. Resident Evil 2 Leon is a rookie cop, first day on the job, dropped into absolute hell.
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
What made Resident Evil 2 Leon special wasn't that he was just new, it was that we saw him break. The fear felt real. You weren't playing as a badass, you were becoming one.
What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid.
Every bullet counted, every encounter felt earned, and when he made it out, you feel like you survived too. Then Resident Evil 4 happens. He's suplexing villagers, dodging lasers, cracking jokes mid-boss fight, and by Resident Evil 6 he's dual-wielding pistols and sprinting through crumbling cities like it's Tuesday afternoon. By Resident Evil's Death Island, he's practically indestructible. Even Resident Evil 4 Remake couldn't resist keeping him relaxed. Stylish, smooth, barely flinching when a regenerator appears. He doesn't scream, he just rolls up his sleeves and reloads.
To have been bestowed with lore settlers.
You talk too much.
Yet failed. You vulgar, utterly uncivilized mongrel.
Resident Evil 7 brought back that fear, stripping you down, making you feel small, vulnerable. Like Ethan, he didn't walk into the Baker house armed with a small arsenal. He stumbled in and immediately lost a limb. In order to bring Chris back, they had to make sure that he had a small army with him. Grace Ashcroft, Capcom calls her an ordinary person. She's smart and anxious and falling apart at the seams, and I think that's actually the point. You're supposed to feel like you're falling apart too, and in some kind of weird way, that's what the original games did best. Jill, Chris, Claire, they weren't gods, they were just out of their depth. That's what made horror land. Requiem is bringing that legacy now full circle with someone new. Now, picture Leon in that world. You can't, can you? He's done it all. The mutants, cultists, plagas, presidents, and still has time for a cheeky flirt mid-mission. At this point, nothing phases him. Leon is a legend, and returning to Raccoon City without him or Claire just wouldn't feel right. But I'll ask the question that Capcom won't. Can Leon ever be scary again? Yes, he's cool, but cool doesn't scare us anymore. I don't want another punchline. I want panic. I want to feel like you might not make it out. Let me know what you think down in the comments, because I miss the days when it was just some poor rookie trying not to die.
Claire! Claire! Wait! Man, why doesn't anyone ever listen to me?
And I've also done another video on how he's turned out to be this kind of Terminator figure, which you can see in the video that's on screen now. Go watch that next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you survivors next time.